Are you looking for the best hand saws in your budget? Well, in today's video, we break down the top 5 best hand saws that are available on the market. I made this list based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below, and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. The 5th product on our list is the Irwin Coarse Cut ProTouch. The Irwin Coarse Cut ProTouch is a compact, well-balanced, all-around saw built for speed. If you're only looking for one hand saw in your toolkit, this is it. The easy start front teeth on this model put a cut above everything else and earned it our favor overall. It's insanely simple to build an initial groove, and once started, you can fluidly transition to full strokes. The combination of wood and ergonomically molded rubber in the handle provides the weight and sturdiness you want, while still being comfortable to hold over several cuts. The tri-ground teeth slice through wood with ease, and the deep gullets in the blade allow sawdust to escape, so it is less likely to bind mid-cut. The one drawback of Irwin ProTouch is the placement of the handle. It extends slightly past the saw teeth, requiring you to stop short of a full push stroke to avoid denting your workpiece. For a saw built for speed, it's easy to get into a nice rhythm and end up bashing the handle into a corner. That said, the ProTouch is versatile enough to handle almost any project you throw its way, and we think its advantages greatly outweigh this minor drawback. Trimming planks, roughing in drywall, or reaching tight cuts that power tools can't are all options with this blade. It's one hand saw that you're really going to like using for almost any project. Up next in the 4th place is the Craftsman 15-inch. The Craftsman 15-inch is an inexpensive, no-frills hand saw. If you'll only use a saw infrequently and want to save a few bucks, this is the saw for you. On average, it was the fastest saw we tested, shredding through whatever we put in front of it. The cuts aren't the cleanest, but once you get into a speedy groove, you can easily chew through a 2x4. The angle of the handle positions your arm naturally for a good cutting angle. The handle itself forms nicely to your hand. It's not the most ergonomic of the saw in our review, but it's comfortable enough. And at this price point, you don't have to fret if you tend to be rough on your tools. Our first impression is that this saw is lightweight and not in a positive way. It just doesn't have the same heft as a higher quality saw. In our experience, this can cause the blade to jump around quite a bit, especially on initial strokes, meaning there's a heightened chance you'll miss your mark. This blade is also unforgiving if bent left or right by more than 2 degrees. The blade will bend, bow, and bind, breaking any rhythm you manage to build. This can be frustrating if you have a lot of sawing to do, but is also easy to overlook for the price. If you need a saw for regular or detailed work, there are much better, yet pricier, options. However, if you just need a handsaw for occasional use, this Craftsman model fills the need at a friendly price. The 3rd product on our list is the Jakucho 7 inches Razor Ryoba saw. The Jakucho 7 inches Razor Ryoba saw is a woodworker's handsaw designed to handle detail work and intricate cuts like dovetails. Perfectly balanced with a 0.5mm blade, the Gyokucho is super maneuverable, making it easier to hit cuts at nearly any angle. It feels like a natural extension of your arm, switching between crosscuts and rip cuts with a quick flick of the wrist. The rubberized handle is a nice touch and ensures a no-slip grip while cutting, compared to other Japanese handsaws that can be rather large. The Gyokucho's small size takes up minimal room on your workbench, where space may already be in rare supply. Like most Japanese pull saws, it is double-edged, with the teeth for cross-cutting across the grain on one edge and teeth for rip cuts along the grain on the other edge. The primary disadvantage of the Gyokucho and all pull saws is that they'll always have a higher stroke count due to the nature of the blade. Pull saws only cut on your pull stroke, so theoretically speaking, it takes about twice as many strokes as a traditional Western saw to make the same cut. What you lose in speed, however, you make up for in accuracy and cut quality. The Gyokucho isn't versatile enough to make it the only saw in your workshop, but this model is a must-have for fine woodworking. Second on our list is the Silky Zubat Arborist 330. When it comes to cutting limbs and branches like an arborist, Silky saws have a great reputation. After weeks of testing, our testers are especially fond of the Silky Zubat Arborist 330, not only for its sawing capabilities, but also its portability for trails and backcountry use. Beyond just being an impressive blade, this saw comes with a lightweight sheath for easy transportation. The sheath includes a detachable belt look that you can conveniently unclip and reattach as needed. It also sports an innovative locking mechanism to keep the blade from falling out when scaling trees or swashbuckling shrubs. The scabbard is a nice complement, but the blade of the Zubat deserves the spotlight. It's perfectly balanced, razor sharp, makes clean cuts with surgical precision, and has an undeniable tenacity to it. The speed and quality of the cuts often competed with those of the Japanese pull saws in our tests. It's a simple setup that doesn't feel like it lacks anything. Just holding it, we feel confident in its capability. Finally, the top product on our list is the SUIZAN Japanese Pull Saw. The SUIZAN Japanese Pull Saw is a high-quality pull saw that excels at any fine woodworking task you put in front of it. Its double-edged blade handle gives you the ability to do both rip cuts and cross cuts with the right TPI for each. The natural pulling motion of the SUIZAN ensures your first stroke is always on its mark. Like the Gyokucho, the SUIZAN requires more strokes on through cuts than other hand saws. It doesn't feel like more effort, but it does take longer to make the cuts. Though the long handle provides plenty of room to achieve a comfortable grip, it can be cumbersome at the same time. At 24 inches in length, this hand saw is a 2/3 handle. All in all, the convenient size of the Gyokucho and its no-slip handle were some of the thoughtful features giving it an edge over the SUIZAN. It is not the kind of saw you'd choose to take out studs or trim planks for a deck, but the SUIZAN is a strong option for detailed work where precision matters. And that's all for now, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.